This is a mobile phone story that will predict what will happen in the future. That means what will be the future of the human with this new technology phone. At the beginning of the story, we see a lady who is at the station and is constantly looking at her phone. She does the same as she was getting messages and leaves the train, because she receives a text to sit on the other train. But she doesn't sit on the train and tries to change the train. She was hit by the train due to some reason and dies on the spot. It means she didn't listen to her phone and died. After it, a man named Max is shown in the story. He was an IT engineer and installing a security system in a company. The counter lady gives him a parcel when he returns doing his job. That was for him, but he gets surprised because he didn't know anyone and didn't order anything. He comes to Thailand for his job. Well, he takes that parcel to his room, but when he opens it there was the latest technology mobile phone. There was the branding of JZT, means this company has made this phone. But he was surprised that there is no company with this name. After a while he receives a text on the mobile phone that he should spend one more night in this hotel, because there will be a special discount for people in this hotel. Max feels this is a good idea as he wants to discover Thailand while staying one more day. Then he books the room for one more night and cancels that night's flight. While enjoying, Max hears the news that the plane on which he was supposed to leave crashed today. It got into an accident and Max, thank God, after hearing this news and considers himself lucky. He again receives a text that if you want to be rich you have to buy a stock, but he ignores it and deletes that message. But after some time he hears the news of the rising value of the stock about which he got a message to buy. And he thinks, firstly, I escaped because of this phone, and the stock prediction was also true. Max starts thinking that maybe this phone tells us about our future, that what will happen to us in the future, or what we can do in the future. Then he again receives a text to go to the other city. Max starts believing the phone and goes to the other city. Reaching there he meets a taxi driver outside the airport. He was ready to take him to his hotel in a small amount. The taxi driver sees the phone and becomes surprised when he was taking Max, and says, you have the latest technology phone. I haven't seen a phone like this and never heard about this phone. He gives Max his card and tells him he is a telecommunist who made new things of technology. Max reaches his hotel while talking where the phone asked him to go. Reaching there he again receives a text to play while moving into the casino. Max does the same as he doesn't know much about casino play, so he goes to the machine that he asked to go, but a man was already playing while sitting there. Max again gets a text that there will be a jackpot on this machine, and he gives a heavy amount to that man to leave that machine. It happens the same and Max wins a lot of money at his first try. The casino team was watching him in the cameras and they were surprised at how this man knew about the jackpot. Because he gave the man money to leave the machine, Max buys more cards with the winning amount. He again plays and wins. The security team suspects Max because he was playing while seeing his phone again and again. When he leaves, the security guards say you will not bring the phone again when you will come to play. They suspect there is something in his phone. That's why Max calls the taxi driver whom he met outside the airport. He asks him to make a device for him through which he directly hears the message instead of watching the phone. But the taxi driver asks for some time and says yes, can make it. Moving into the hotel he sees a couple fighting and he forbids the man, but in return, he punches him. Due to this, Max gets faint later. It discovers that they were the secret agents of the casino. They come here to find out how Max is earning money from his phone, and they hack his phone data. Max wakes up and the girl thanks him for saving her life, and he also has sent his data to the casino's manager. Still, they don't know from where is he getting all the messages. On another side, the taxi driver also made a device for Max. He wears it on his ears and moves to the casino to play again and does the same he was asked to do in the messages. He was continuously winning money and the security also becomes fed bar up. The manager comes and captures him. Meanwhile, the FBI agents also arrive and the team takes Max with them. They investigate him and say, tell us who was sending you those messages. But Max also doesn't know anything about it. The FBI officer meets the casino manager and tells him this isn't a new case, we deal with many cases like this. Many people got phones in which they were told to earn money, but when we capture them and ask where did they get those phones, they die after some time. Like always, we wouldn't discover anything about it. Now the officer goes to Max and says you have to support us and have to find out from where the phone has come. The officer tells his boss on the phone that they didn't discover anything from where the phone came, but now Max is also ready to help us. They again send Max to the casino and say we at least need 3 messages to hack this phone. Max again receives messages and starts playing according to those messages, but he lost. He gets a text written, I know someone is trying to hack my data. Their boss sees this and asks everyone to leave as he knows everything already. The officer calls his boss and tells that this phone's source is Echelon, a supercomputer, but his boss already knows about the computer. He doesn't tell anyone anything because with it, he also can be trapped. The officer tells it works with artificial intelligence that is made for security. Hearing it, the boss thinks someone has hacked it, and the boss asks another agent who looks like Max to join him. And he was also given Max's phone and he gets a message to cross the road, but when he does this a car hits him. That poor guy dies there. The real Max was still alive and was with the girl who was a secret agent. The girl whom he saved, but he doesn't know that she is a secret agent. Meanwhile, the girl sees a man was about to fire from the roof and she understands they want to end Max. Max discovers the girl living with him was an agent and just pretending to be in love with him. We discover the FBI's boss sent those people to end them. He must knew something about that mobile. He was feeling that Max has known many things about him, that's why he sent those men to end him. Max also wants to know from where the messages were coming on the phone. The boss was also spying on him and Max goes to the taxi driver who was communist and says while giving him the phone that you have to find out who is sending those messages. He says we'll find out but it will take hours, and after it, he tries to find out everything. This time, he discovers everything. He tells that those messages are sent by a supercomputer that is called Echelon AI and it can think of everything itself. Max feels this strange that how a computer can do all this. He tells this isn't an ordinary computer, it can control all kinds of machines. That's why it told you not to go in that plane because it will be crashed. He says this computer is so smart that it can find out anything about all kinds of machines. He was telling all this. Meanwhile, a few men arrive who come there to end Max, but they hurriedly leave in the car and the FBI agents were chasing them. Max holds one of the officers and he tells the truth. He says we wanted to end you so that none will find out the secret of this computer that is made by us. Now it is working itself, that can be a danger, that's why we wanted to end you so that you will not tell anyone about it. Meanwhile, Max receives a message and he was asked to go to the place where he installed the security system. The computer was watching Max in the cameras and he receives a text to connect all computers to Echelon, with which the computer will be updated and after it, it will control all the machines in the world. Max sees all the computers were in Echelon supercomputer. He tries to stop it but couldn't, and we see the FBI officer telling his boss that we have to end this Echelon machine, otherwise it will start controlling humans as well as the whole world. Max was saying while sitting in front of the computer, the purpose to make this machine was to give people cybersecurity to stop wrong tasks that happen in technology world, not to control the humans. And hearing this, the machine brings its tasks in all computers that it has done till today. Likewise, the data ends and the machine shuts down automatically because the computer understands that it is becoming a danger for people, that's why it shuts down. Meanwhile, the FBI team arrests Max but for a short time and later he was released. We should use everything in moderation. Excessive use can be harmful to us, like mobile phones or any new technology thing. This movie ends with this message.